Welcome to Mindset Transformation Channel, where every idea helps you grow. Transform your mind and transform your life.
Welcome to today's video. In the next few minutes, we're breaking down what truly separates high achievers from everyone else, their mindset. You're going to learn the core habits, daily behaviors, and thought patterns that shape extraordinary success. From building identity-based confidence to mastering focus, resilience, and consistent growth, this video will show you how a powerful mindset can transform your entire life. Let's dive in and discover how success really begins inside the mind.
You know, when you think about the most successful people out there, what do you think their secret is? It's not just about raw talent, and it's definitely not just dumb luck. It's actually a specific way of thinking, a success mindset. And today, we're going to break down exactly what's going on inside their heads, the mental architecture that fuels that incredible achievement, and show you how you can start building it for yourself.
And this idea right here, this is the key to everything we're about to cover. It's a total shift in perspective. It's not about what happens to you, it's all about what happens in you. Real, lasting success is an internal construction project. So, come on, let's start laying the foundation together.
So where do we even start with a project like this? Well, it's not with a bunch of to-do lists or some lofty New Year's resolutions. No, it starts with something way more fundamental, your identity.
Think about it like this. Let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Okay, you can just focus on that finish line. But if you take an identity-based approach, you focus on becoming a runner. See the difference? When you are a runner, well, running is just what you do. That marathon becomes this inevitable result of who you are, not just some distant goal you're chasing after.
And here's where you can really see that difference in action. I want to be successful. That's a wish, right? It's kind of passive. It's for some time in the future. But saying I am someone who works towards success every day, wow, that's a declaration about who you are right now in this moment. It turns a vague hope into an immediate standard for how you act. It's the difference between hoping and being.
Okay, so you've defined the person you want to become. That's huge. But how do you actually make that identity real? Well, you build it, piece by piece, through your daily habits. This is where that abstract idea of identity gets real and meets the concrete world of action.
And these aren't just some random tips I pulled out of a hat. These are the 5 core habits that really form the bedrock of a success mindset. So let's break them down, one by one.
First up, intentional focus. Look, in a world with a million distractions pulling at you, the ability to truly focus is a superpower. High achievers don't just try to ignore all the noise, they actively eliminate it by asking one simple, powerful question. What is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or just plain unnecessary? That single question helps them pour all their energy where it actually counts.
Now for our second habit. This one is so simple, but wow, is it powerful. It's the 1% rule.
This is where the magic of compounding comes in. Getting 1% better each day, it doesn't feel like much in the moment. But get this, over a year, you'll be 37 times better. It's not about making these huge heroic leaps. It's about this steady, relentless buildup of tiny wins that creates this unstoppable momentum.
Next, we've got 2 habits that are basically best friends, resilience and action. High achievers get that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a critical part of the process. They live by the mantra, fail fast, learn faster. And that mindset naturally leads to habit number 4, imperfect action. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. They know that clarity comes from doing, not from endless overthinking.
And the final habit is a total game changer, designing your environment. It's so simple. If you want to eat healthier, you don't keep junk food in the kitchen. If you want to read more, you literally put a book on your pillow. High achievers don't just rely on sheer willpower. They rig the game in their favor. They create an environment where success is the path of least resistance.
All right, so we've covered the habits. That's the what you do. But now, we got to go deeper. Let's get into the core beliefs that power the whole engine. That's the how you think. This is all about rewiring your internal programming.
This really boils down to a fundamental choice in how you decide to see the world. A scarcity mindset sees a limited pie, so it focuses on competition, on fear, on what you might lose. But an abundance mindset, it believes there's more than enough to go around, so it focuses on collaboration and opportunity. It's the difference between seeing a problem and seeing a challenge just waiting to be solved.
I want you to just pause for a second and really think about this question.
What truly costs more in the long run? Is it the immediate discomfort of doing the hard thing? Or is it the lifelong weight of wondering, what if?
And that right there is the choice that defines successful people. They understand that the short-term discomfort of discipline is a tiny price to pay to avoid the heavy long-term pain of regret. It's all about consciously choosing what you want most over what you want right now.
So let's pull all this together. We've seen how a strong identity, reinforced by daily habits, and powered by core beliefs, all come together to create a success mindset. Now, let's talk about you. Let's talk about how you can start your own journey. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Building a success mindset isn't some one-time thing. It's a lifelong project. But I promise you, it is the most rewarding, most important project you will ever take on.
So, what's that first step? Look, don't try to change everything all at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Just pick one habit from this explainer, just one, and commit to it for the next 30 days. Whether it's the 1% rule or redesigning your workspace, just start small. The journey to a success mindset always begins with a single step. Your journey begins now.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and continue your journey to a stronger, happier, more empowered you.